Sometimes, in the middle of it all, it felt like God was silent, like he was nowhere to be found, like your prayers disappeared into the air, unanswered, unheard. You've carried wounds that nobody sees, smiles that hide the broken places, battles that nobody knows about, and you've mastered the art of covering up. Just because life knocked you down doesn't mean God walked away. He has never left your side, not for a single second. Even in the silence, he was there. Even in the darkness, his hand was holding you together when everything else was falling apart. I know it's hard to believe sometimes, because the pain feels louder than the promise. The wound feels deeper than the hope. The silence feels heavier than his presence, but feelings don't change the truth, and the truth is, he has never walked away from you. He has been closer than your very breath. God is still writing your story. What you are living through right now is not the end. This chapter of hurt is not the final word. The same God who healed the blind, raised the dead, and calmed the raging sea is the same God standing with you right now. He hasn't lost his power. He hasn't lost his authority, and he hasn't lost sight of you. You may have scars, but scars are not shame. Scars are proof that you survived. Scars are proof that the wound didn't win. Scars are proof that God's hand has already been at work in your life. What the enemy meant to use against you, God will turn into the very testimony that lifts you higher than you ever imagined. You've begged God to take the pain away, and sometimes all you heard was silence. But silence doesn't mean absence. Silence doesn't mean rejection. Silence means he was strengthening you when you didn't realize it. While you were asking him to remove the battle, he was preparing you to overcome it. While you were praying for escape, he was preparing you for victory. Sometimes God doesn't take the storm away. Sometimes he walks with you through it. Sometimes God doesn't shut the mouths of the lions. Sometimes he makes you stand in the den and proves he's greater. Sometimes he doesn't remove the fire. Sometimes he steps into it with you so the world can see that not even flames can consume you. When his presence surrounds you, what life took from you, God can restore, God can heal. What feels impossible to fix, God can make whole again. The very things you thought were going to destroy you will be the same things God uses to reveal his glory in your life. The betrayal that broke you will become the platform for your testimony. The loss that crushed you will become the soil for your greatest growth, and the pain that nearly silenced you will become the voice that encourages others not to give up. I know you've questioned if God has forgotten your name, but you're still breathing, you're still standing. Even if it's shaky, even if it's messy, even if it's broken, you are still here. And the fact that you're still here means God is still working.